The blends be all the right cred, meaning credentials. Best of both worlds when we rockin' over pearls in the instrumental. Are you ready? Set. Jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady. To the letter right. Turn it up. We giving the show. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about? Space out your mind. But can you rock it like rockets? That's a close encounter of what.
First opened in 2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Both teams emerging from the Ford Field tunnels just a short time ago. And, of course, the loudest cheers were reserved for the hometown Lions. They're set to go as they will match up with Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Mike 51, Mike 51.
Here we go, kill.
Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again. Here I come again.
26.
Here's the man who's led the league in rushing twice in 3 seasons, Ezekiel Elliott. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. In on the tackle, Jalen Reeves-Maybin. For Zeke, what a first 3 years he's had in the NFL. Last year, his second rushing title, 1,434 yards. Not as many as 1,631 that he had as a rookie, but still his yards per game average was the best in the National Football League.
Check, go to 54, go to 54. Line in. Hey, kill. Hey.
And that'll set him back 5.
Here we go. Line in.
25 to Mike. It's a party now.
Here we go, going to 54. Line in.
25 to Mike. Watch the run. Hey, 25 to Mike. We'll go 25 to Mike. Bring it. 49. Check 49.
Here we go, 47. Here we go.
66. Pull it. Half.
Here we go, 47. 26.
Prescott now on second down. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Hey, 25 to Mike. Watch the run. Switch.
On third down, it's Prescott. Going to take a shot. That's caught at the 25. Give him 35 yards there on the third down conversion.
Check. Watch twin.
Here we go, going to 54. Line in.
25 to Mike. We'll go 25 to Mike. Showing up.
We're going to 53.
Kill.
26.
A run for Tony Pollard, the Memphis product. And his first carry, he loses the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get them home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And he's brought down. 10 more there and another first down.
First and goal.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Touchdown.
Dak Prescott, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Cowboys take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Stafford and the Lions now have it first and 10 at their own 23. A look at Kerryon Johnson, second-year man out of Auburn. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Kerryon Johnson, 77 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. They blitzed defensively there, but he was able to slip through that first layer, and then he was gone.
I think they won the leverage game, didn't they?
Yes.
Right? They saw the blitz coming. They leveraged it perfectly and found not just a crease, a gigantic hole. And off he goes, and he's still going all the way to the end zone.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This will be taken short. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number one goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number two goal is win your division. Number three goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round.
We're going to 54. Hey, kill. 47, 26.
Looking to throw on second down. Prescott, and that's Elliott, complete. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and they're going to face a third down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Christian Jones in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Lions will take over.
At
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
From just shy of midfield, Stafford. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. T.J. Hockenson, his second touchdown on the season. And the Lions have taken the lead. Prater on to add the extra point. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This will be taken very short. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. From the 35 on second down, Prescott. That one complete to Elliott. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Prescott going to come up first and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. Looking to throw, Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. 7 yards there on the first down screen play. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. From the pistol, here's Elliott. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
First down, Cowboys.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Lions 14, Cowboys 7.
Two first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
47. 26. Gun.
Mike 51. Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback, D-line.
26.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked by Tracy Walker. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. Intended that time for Cooper. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting. Last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
A first down carry here for Johnson. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. Stafford going to give this one off to Johnson. And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. Kerryon Johnson with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. Extra point good by Prater. And it's now 21-7. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This will be taken short. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
Here we go. At their own 26-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And that false start penalty is certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Prescott from the gun. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down.
Switch. Go to 54.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Switch. Here we go, 46.
Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
26.
Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And an alley to run. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a first down.
First down, Dallas.
Go to 54.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. Oh, Prescott stripped. And this is scooped up by the Lions. He's at the 30, 20. And into the end zone, a scoop and score on the fumble return for the Detroit touchdown. This first half has been, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. Oh, no, and it's intercepted. And he'll advance no further, so he can't bring it back for 2, but the extra point attempt is unsuccessful. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This will be taken very short.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And in just about every game we see, partner, what do we do when we look at the stat sheet? We go right to
the turnover differential.
Without a doubt, because when we see that, that pretty much tells the tale of the game. And I know there's still plenty of time to go, but you've got to take care of the football in order to win it.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 31-yard line.
Hey, switch gears.
Everybody kill.
From the 31, Prescott nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Devon Kennard leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6.
3rd and 8.
Here we go. 4-8. Kill. 26.
Here's Prescott. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And the screen only good for 3 that time, and it'll bring up a 4th down. Dak and the offense still out there. They are going to go for it. Prescott. And this is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position.
Set. 180.
Right there. 54 Mike. Watch the
Monday.
Watch the screen. You go tight. You got tight. You got
On first down, Stafford here. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs.
First down and 10 yards to go.
Ready. 280.
54. Mike, 54. Hey, here I come.
On first down, Johnson. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Faking the give to Johnson. Now it's Stafford. And it's caught. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Now they go for it on 4th down, but that pass is knocked away and incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. Now this Cowboy defense comes up with a goal line stand. Here's Prescott. And now Prescott is going to be taken down. He couldn't get away, and that's a safety. So the screen pass goes backwards. That play seemed to have a potential disaster written all over it from the start.
I mean, wasn't that a tough spot on the field to make that call? You're inviting defensive linemen and linebackers to get pressure. So if one of them sniffs this out, you're definitely in danger, and this time it costs them 2 points.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
Yeah, simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position where we were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence, not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Stafford. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
We own it. Hey, 22. Hey, echo.
Throwing to Stafford. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. So it sails out of bounds close to midfield, and they'll say actually right at midfield. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Elliott. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Randall Cobb, the intended receiver. But now it'll be 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowl corner, Darius Slay. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Cooper was the target there.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
He's coming.
They'll run it with Johnson. Just a couple there on the 2nd down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Check 55, Mike. Drop deep, drop deep.
On 3rd down, Johnson. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And here now the punter, Martin, booming this one away. And this will be taken at the 13. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Escaping the pressure right. Completes it to Jason Witten. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Boy, you got to think that having the 37-year-old veteran Jason Witten back at tight end is going to be great for Dak Prescott for plays just like that. And you think to last year when Witten wasn't there, it was kind of a rotating carousel. They had Blake Jarwin, Jeff Swain, Rico Gathers, Dalton Schultz. But Witten back out there and doing his thing again. Prescott on 3rd and 2. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
Well, it's looking like another 3 and out here, and at some point, got to be able to put together a drive to keep your defense from having to go right back out on the field. I feel like things are starting to unravel a little bit. We're not even at halftime.
Running with Elliott. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Prescott looks to throw on first. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Rashawn Melvin that time able to make the play. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. So the offense a little antsy. The flag comes out and a 5-yard penalty. That's going to set them back 5 yards. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Prescott to throw it. Going to take a shot for Gallup. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Cowboys. Michael Gallup as the first half is winding down. And the Cowboys get a bit closer. Well, this could be a big turnaround. They get the touchdown here in the final moments of the 2nd quarter. And remember, Charles, they're going to get the ball to start quarter number 3 as well.
So what you're saying is if they take the ball down to start the 2nd half and score again, it could change the entire complexion of this game, couldn't it?
Absolutely. This one fielded at the 5. Now a hit and a loose football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. Right hash mark of 42-yard attempt. The kick by Bryant is good. Well, not the best first half facing this deficit, but at least they did put 3 on the board before half.
Yeah, it's a little bit like that stormy, cloudy day and the sun. They saw the sun there. They're hoping to see a little bit more of it in the second half.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat...
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. So we come upon halftime in what's a 12-point game at the break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. This is taken at the 3. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Off the edge, it's Tyrone Crawford with a sack. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
54.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Sean Lee, the longtime vet, getting in and getting to the QB. Here's Sam Martin now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. And taken right at the 35. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half. Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season as his guys are back within a single score. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
Now a throw left sideline here is complete, and he goes out right around the 39. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception, but not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
Sliding out of the pocket. And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked.
Like how they've started the third quarter here. They force a punt on the first drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their second win coming out of the locker room. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. Here's Johnson. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long.
3rd down and 12.
Yeah, the Cowboys here on 3rd down, bringing in an extra defensive back.
Mike 55, Mike 55. I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son. Go, go.
55. Right there in the middle. 55.
Double right.
From the gun, here's Stafford. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
Partner, the way this offense has marched up and down the field during this game, it's almost a surprise to see an incomplete pass.
Have had their foot on the gas all game long, but here finally stalling out. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
They'll run with Elliott. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the shotgun again to Elliott. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
On 2nd and 7, Prescott. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Check, check. Hey, kill, kill. Kill, kill. Check 99. Check 99.
Quick throw, and it's caught by Gallup. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. It's a gain of 16 and a Dallas 1st down. With Cole Beasley now in Buffalo, you think that might open up some more targets for Michael Gallup. Last year as a rookie, 33 catches for the Dallas Cowboys. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
On 2nd down and 4, Prescott. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain.
Single, single.
Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. and this is scooped up by the Lions. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. Back now at Ford. Lions holding onto the football, and they also have the lead as we start quarter number 4. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They get the crucial turnover, just huge, but now they've got the football deep in their own territory, and you got to be careful because if you give it right back, there goes your lead.
Have to be extremely happy with their defense. They received a gift. That takeaway, even though they're deep in their own territory, now they have the football. And you know there's always that alpha on defense.
And Johnson lost the football. It's loose, poked out. But call it luck or skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
Jalen Smith able to record his 5th sack of the season. False start there. That will set the offense back 5 yards.
Brandon, the lineman certainly flinched there before the snap. A good call.
Here's Sam Martin now as he's on for the 5th time here today. So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. Let's take it inside his own 40. And he loses the football the 2nd time. And this is scooped up by the Lions.
And that's what friends are for.
Right. As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turn it over there, that's a big momentum changer, and put your defense in a bad spot.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Now Stafford. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. Kerryon Johnson, the intended receiver, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
NFL quarterbacks work so hard on their mechanics, and they do so much repetition and practice, off-season, the whole deal. They expect it to be autopilot once the games start. That way it eliminates any type of pressure of the game, pressure of people in your face, all of that. That didn't shine through on that throw, though, did it?
No. A little bit of a dangerous pass and off target, too. Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that, because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
Difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves them with 3rd and about 6 yards to go.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
We go 47.
Mike spoke well.
Watch twist. Then we're going to 53. 26.
The Cowboys will go. Prescott. And no, it's incomplete. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And now the football is going to go over, already being placed at the 15-yard line.
Set. 280.
Right there, 54 Mike.
Squeeze, double.
59.
61, matchbox lights.
Hey, easy. Look at him.
On 1st down at Stafford. He completes it to Jones. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
He'll get this one to Galladay. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
And after the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This will be taken short. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Cowboy 1st down. Last year, Dak Prescott had 3 4th-quarter comebacks, and he's in search of another one right now.
You better be ready. Here we go, 46.
Prescott on 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
Then we're going to 53. Here we go, going to 54, going to 54. Line 8. Here we go, 47. 26.
Throwing, Prescott. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Cowboys. Amari Cooper with touchdown number 7 on the year as his guys are back within a single score. Here's Bryant for the extra point. And this is back to a 5-point game.
Makes the score Lions 36, Cowboys 31.
A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. Gets fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And checking the timeouts. They do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. Here's a run on first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle at the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Here's Johnson. He's been busy this afternoon. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Now Johnson. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
How about the fellas with the stars on the side of their helmets rising up on defense? We always hear about the Cowboys' rushing offense. Their rush defense is pretty good as well, I think, because they're so cohesive. Defensive line, linebackers really work well together.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit 000. Prescott. Flushed out right. He's going to let it fly. And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play. And this ball game